We begin tonight with breaking news in Highland Park. Michigan State Police are investigating the deadly shooting of a 13-year-old. Police on the scene in the area of Woodward Avenue in Manchester late into the evening. Both MSP and Highland Park PD investigating. Officials say there is no threat to the public. We are working to learn more about this story and will, of course, bring you the latest information as soon as we get it. Also developing tonight, another disturbing case of child abuse out of Pontiac. A father, his adult son, and a mother arrested on child abuse and torture allegations. Let's get live to Fox News' Dave Spencer. He spoke to the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, who say 2 of their 5 kids were malnourished to the point of starvation. Dave, these are hard words to read and even more terrible pictures to see.
Yeah, you said it, Roop. The allegations here are horrible. Here we have an 11-year-old boy and his 9-year-old brother who essentially, according to the sheriff, were kept locked in a room for months, given little more than rice to eat. However, when we visited the house, we had a chance to talk to a neighbor who says that's not exactly what he noticed. He paints the picture of a loving family that cared for everyone, including those 2 sons. And after an investigation that lasted nearly a week, the Oakland County prosecutor says there is enough evidence to charge Auturo Bazan, his wife Dulce Bazan, and Arturo's 24-year-old son Carlos with 2 counts of child abuse and 2 counts of torture each. Authorities were called after the dad took his 9-year-old boy to the hospital last week, who they say was severely underweight, had bruises, and became unresponsive due to liver failure. CPR had to be used at the hospital to revive the boy, according to the sheriff. That prompted sheriff deputies to visit the home in Pontiac, where they found the boy's 11-year-old brother also allegedly 30 to 40 pounds underweight. And after days of investigating, the detectives felt they had enough evidence to prove abuse and torture. The sheriff says it was more likely they were being held prisoners. They also claim the 24-year-old adult son here was acting like a disciplinarian in the house. However, as I mentioned at the top, one neighbor coming to their defense.
2 suspects, the parents of the 2 kids. There's other kids in the home, strangely, that had been fed, don't show signs of being malnourished. Yeah. But these 2 were removed from school and basically locked in a room. The windows were boarded or nailed closed in one way or another. They were prevented from leaving via the door or the window, and they weren't being fed properly.
Are you hoping this is all, I'm sure as most people are, a big misunderstanding?
Most definitely, because the family ain't never displayed nothing like that, man. I ain't never even hear them get out of sideways or nothing, voices raised or nothing. And the kids was outside all the time. They ain't like they was stuck in the house or anything. The kids played with my grandkids.
As for those 2 boys, both the 9 and the 11-year-old were told by the sheriff are in stable condition. The 1 and the 4-year-old, the other 2 siblings in the house that were in good condition, are now in temporary foster care. And the parents are being held without bond in the Oakland County Jail as they wait to go through the court system. Now, you heard the sheriff mention that the kids, the 9 and the 11-year-old, were pulled from school back in September. Coming up at 11, we're going to dig more into that, what was happening there, and what the sheriff said lawmakers in Lansing can do right now to prevent tragedies like this from happening in the future. For now, live in Pontiac, Dave Spencer, Fox 2 News.
And that's exactly what I was going to talk to you about, and we'll learn more at 11 tonight on The Edge when you talk more about that. But obviously, the more eyes, the better on these young kids. If they're in school, you have an idea of what's going on. If they're not in school, then there are no eyes on them, especially if neighbors aren't watching or people who know them and love them aren't watching.
Yeah, and the sheriff said that when they were in school, they were getting 2 meals a day, and they were pulled in September. So September through now, we're nearly through the end of November. That's when they were allegedly out of school altogether and locked away in that room, as the parents now and the 1 adult son being held in jail without bond. They'll be back in court later in December.
Yeah, Senator Jeremy Moss, a Democrat, and this sheriff, who's a Republican, agree on one thing. There needs to be something done, and we'll learn more about that tonight on The Edge at 11 with you. Dave Spencer for us live tonight. Appreciate you. Thank you. Police are searching for a suspect wanted in connection to a deadly shooting. It happened outside a home on Eastwood back in August. Police say a 17-year-old was killed. Home security video shows the alleged gunman running away while holding a rifle. Anybody with information is asked to call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Imagine waking up from surgery only to discover your personal items have been stolen while you slept. And we're not just talking about a wallet and cash. Someone apparently stole her prosthetic leg. And that's not all they took. And now she's demanding answers and accountability. So she reached out to the Fox 2 problem solvers, and our Jessica Dupnack answered the call, joining us live from the hospital in Detroit. Jess.
Rupe, when we got that tip, there was literally a laundry list of items that Pamela Bronner had spelled out for us. Topping that list, her prosthetic leg, her prosthetic breast, and her dentures. This all happening, she says, here at Harper Hospital when she was having her other leg amputated this month. It has been 3 weeks, not a lot of answers. Her stuff hasn't turned up, whether it was stolen or thrown away, and no one has reimbursed her.
Prostheses leg. My prostheses breast, my dentures is missing. Well, let me get the list. I got the list right here.
Kind of sad when you need a list. She says all disappeared. On top of that, her purse, clothes, and more.
My mom's necklace with her ashes in it and her birthstone. And then my sister, who's deceased, I had her watch. What am I supposed to do about that?
Pamela Bronner is no stranger to Harper Hospital, downtown Detroit. Her blood disease forced 30-plus surgeries, and she's a breast cancer survivor. This month, she went in with her left leg and came out without it, had to be amputated.
They kept me in ICU for 5 days, trying to get blood flow through my legs, and my foot and my leg had turned black.
We'll spare you the photos, but it is bad. Adding insult to literal injury, she says when she came out of ICU, her stuff was gone.
It has really messed with me. I'm just horrified about all of this.
For 3 weeks, Pamela kept meticulous notes about her experience in her outpatient rehab bed, hoping her things turned up. DMC, who runs Harper, has sent over Sarah and Brenda and Randall and Erica and Tom, but no one has cut a check. And you need your stuff. You need your teeth.
I do.
And your leg.
I need my prostheses to be able to walk.
The Fox 2 problem solvers told DMC about the nightmare Pamela is going through, and their response? Well, you be the judge. Each year, we care for thousands of patients, including those arriving with critical conditions and in emergency situations where belongings may not be immediately inventoried. We have processes in place to secure patients' items whenever possible. If something is reported missing, we investigate thoroughly and work directly with the patient to address the matter.
Does this seem ridiculous to you?
Yeah, it's beyond ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't even imagine her frustration. I said at the top there, her purse was stolen, so that means her ID, her cash, her credit cards, all of that. And there was a sense of urgency here. She is currently in one rehab facility. She's going to be moved to another and then quickly home. She needs her stuff, and she needs it fast. She did tell us someone from DMC came over, took inventory of everything she is missing. She says all the medical stuff totals $22,000. Reporting live downtown Detroit, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, diving into that hospital's response, basically saying that we secure items whenever possible. When is it not possible? When these items are no longer able to be located? Did they clean the room out? Did someone misplace them, throw them out? What are some of the things that the working theories that this woman has to get $20,000 worth of stuff back?
Her theory is because she came in as an emergency patient, then to ICU, then back to a regular room. She thinks somewhere along that process that maybe her stuff was accidentally thrown away. So nothing to say that anything was malicious was done. Sure. However, when you go into a hospital, especially when you're, about to have a leg amputated, you're not exactly worried about where your stuff is going. You kind of leave that up to the hospital and the people that are in charge.
Yeah, that's one of the most vulnerable places and the vulnerable moments that you have is when you go into a hospital for this type of thing. Let's hope she gets her stuff back soon. Thank you, Jessica Dupnack, for that live report. Well, Well, snow is on the horizon for so many of us, up north especially. But tonight, we're flashing back to the blizzard of 1996 as we approach the 30th anniversary. You remember this picture? The North American megastorm dumped 20 inches of snow on the East Coast, including New York City, Virginia, Baltimore, and Washington. 1996. You weren't here yet.
No.
You came in 97.
I remember that storm.
But you're from the East Coast.
Yes, I remember that storm. It was a big one. Now, we do have some changes, and we do have some snow in the forecast.
Okay.
It's the lake effect areas of Michigan. To our west, they're going to see the bullseye of heavy snow. You can see where the snow is now up close to Minneapolis. We did have rain today. In fact, we're still at 50 degrees out there, so it is a mild night ahead. Some light showers coming and going for the rest of tonight. There it is, 52 for us, 45 up in the thumb, 48 in Grand Rapids. Live pictures from the bridge, 43 there with wet weather. We're going to see wind tomorrow at times, gusting up to 50 miles per hour. More drizzle and fog for the rest of tonight, but wind tomorrow, some snow possible Wednesday night, and brisk and colder for your Thanksgiving. We'll check the numbers in detail coming up in 20.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
6 congressional Democrats under investigation following a viral illegal orders video. Now President Trump Trump is accusing the group of sedition. Coming up, we're breaking down what sedition means and the rights to free speech with a professor next.